Under the continuous provocations by South Korea, the General Staff of the North Korean People's Army, North Korea has taken a comprehensive stance of preparing for war. 8 artillery regiments have entered standby mode. South Korea has really knocked down the iron plate this time, after South Korea sent drones into North Korean airspace to distribute anti-North Korean propaganda leaflets. North Korea has made a decision. The North Korean Ministry of National Defense stated that the General Staff Department of the North Korean People's Army has issued instructions to the frontline troops to prepare for shooting. If South Korea provokes again, they will strike. According to the Korean Central News Agency, General Staff Operations Instructions request the 8 artillery regiments under its command to be put on standby and require subordinate units to be prepared for the escalation and expansion of armed conflicts. Do a good job in air defense. Obviously, the situation on the peninsula is imminent. There is a possibility of explosion at any time, and the cause of the matter can be traced back to a few days ago. South Korea uses drones to enter North Korea's airspace for provocation. On October 3rd, 9th, and 10th, the South Korean side used drones to infiltrate the airspace over Pyongyang. Numerous promotional flyers for returning to Korea were distributed. In the past, South Korea used to distribute these flyers in border areas. Now it has flown directly over the North Korean capital Pyongyang. This is a great provocation and insult to North Korea. It is unforgivable. The North Korean side has clearly stated that if South Korea uses drones to invade again, there will be no second warning in North Korean airspace. It is obvious that South Korea's actions have crossed North Korea's bottom line. But up to now, South Korea is still making excuses, denying the military's release of drones from North Korea. As for whether civil society organizations have done so, they expressed ignorance. Actually, regardless of whether South Korea has done this or not, the escalation of the situation on the peninsula is inevitable. Result: because the government of Yin Shae-wi is approaching the United States and Japan without any bottom line, trying to rely on these external governments use force to resolve conflicts with North Korea. Yin Shae-wi, the government has been clamoring more than once. To end, the North Korean regime must seize the opportunity to prepare for a fatal blow to North Korea. Based on these, North Korea is bound to take action. The United States and South Korea are deploying military actions such as THAAD through military exercises. Establish a military deterrence against North Korea, using public opinion hype to influence North Korea and damage its international reputation and image. The other day, the U.S. State Department's Special Envoy for Human Rights and Ambassador in charge of International Criminal Justice Affairs in Korea, Seoul, and the government of Yoon Suk-yeol held a meeting to conspire against North Korea's claims. They are preparing to collaborate with human rights groups. To put it simply, there is a conspiracy against human rights in North Korea. I just want to use defending human rights as a shield to threaten the stability of the North Korean regime. This is also a common tactic used by the United States. In the situation where the United States and South Korea are pressing forward step by step, North Korea is not showing weakness either. Firstly, frequent missile tests. This is their trump card. Even the United States is wary of North Korea's nuclear power. Secondly, strengthen ties with Russia. Russia and the United States also dislike each other. As the saying goes, the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So in the past 2 years, their military exchanges have become very close. Thirdly, strengthen vigilance and actively prepare for war. Specifically, that is to say, the order just issued by North Korea is to load the bullets and be ready to shoot at any time. Based on the current situation, the situation on the peninsula is indeed very tense. South Korea has hit a hard time this time. They are unwilling to show weakness on their lips. North Korea, on the other hand, doesn't talk much nonsense. Say, directly move on to the real thing. But if you say they will really take action and have an impact, the possibility is not particularly high. After all, the cost of this choice is too high. Even the United States cannot afford the mutual strength between North and South Korea. I still want to use this as an opportunity to exert pressure, forcing the other party, make concessions first.